Forward! Please rise and face the flag. Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands,
what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming. And the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Color guard, prepare to post the colors. Color guard, post the colors. Two. Color guard, return.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the 2023 Oath of Office ceremony for the elected and re-elected members of the Rochester Hills City Council and for the office of the Mayor of the City of Rochester Hills. Clerk Leanne Scott, my fellow council members, and I see we have State Representative Mark Tisdall, and I'll probably be sleeping outside tonight if I don't recognize that we also have the Vice President of the Rochester Hills Public Library here, my wife Melinda Deal. And we all want to thank you all for being here this evening. Before we begin, I just wanted to acknowledge the Rochester Adams High School Brass Ensemble for their wonderful job on the processional, to Boy Scout Troop 360 for their presentation of the colors and leading us in the Pledge of Allegiance, and really and truly to Christina Aldo for her amazing vocals on the Star Spangled Banner. Let's give them all a nice round of applause. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Ryan Deal, and it is my great pleasure to serve as the president of the Rochester Hills City Council. I hope that I have represented the council well, and that I have met the expectations of my city council colleagues and the residents of the city of Rochester Hills in fulfilling my duties under our city charter. The great American statesman Henry Clay once said, "Government is a trust, and the officers of the government are the trustees. And both the trust and the trustees are created for the benefit of the people." And while this is true for any elective office, it is most evident in local government. This is where government touches your everyday life. Frankly, unlike elected officials in Lansing or Washington, D.C., we truly have to live with and in the decisions that we make. Whether it be parks, trails, streets, trash collection, water and sewer service, everything we do is right in our own neighborhoods. Through zoning and planning, we literally shape the community in which we live. To our new council members, as a council member, you have stepped forward to serve and have decided to dedicate your time and talent to serving your neighbors. You will literally see that work unfold before your eyes as you begin to work as a city council person. This position is both noble and rewarding, and I know you will get much satisfaction out of your time here on council, and I look forward to working with all of you. To our departing council members, Vice President Dr. Susan Boyer and Councilman Dale Hetrick, I think I speak for all the council members when I say it has been an honor and a privilege serving with you. And now on to the swearing in of the newly elected and re-elected officials for the city of Rochester Hills. I have had the privilege of serving on council for 6 years with Mayor Bryan Barnett. 4 of those years I've served as president. And I thought long and hard about how I wanted to introduce him and what I wanted to say. And to be fair, I could really only think of one word to describe our mayor and the 2019-2020 Conference of Mayors president, the America's mayor. He is absolutely the GOAT. And I mean that. And I am very pleased to be able to invite our re-elected Mayor Bryan K. Barnett and Rochester Hills City Clerk Leanne Scott forward to administer the oath of office to our Mayor Bryan Barnett.
Privilege to give you the oath of office. I do solemnly swear
that
I will support and defend
the
Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of the State of Michigan,
the Constitution of the State of Michigan,
and the Charter of the City of Rochester Hills,
and the Charter of the City of Rochester Hills,
and I will faithfully perform the duties
and I will faithfully perform the duties
of the office of Mayor in and for the City of Rochester Hills,
in and for the City of Rochester Hills,
Oakland County, Michigan, conducting myself in a manner designed to maintain the integrity of my office and the honor of the City of Rochester Hills, according to the best of my ability, so help me God. Congratulations.
It's an honor to be sworn in by the Clerk of the Year in the state of Michigan. Congratulations, Leanne Scott. President Deal, Vice President Dr. Boyer, City Council, my family, my friends, residents of Rochester Hills, good evening. It is an absolute pleasure and a thrill, the thrill of a lifetime, to be standing before you tonight as the re-elected mayor of the city of Rochester Hills. I'm humbled by the support of the residents and that they have again entrusted me, and feel truly blessed to continue to serve a community that I love. You know, Walt Disney famously said, "It's fun to do the impossible." And that has become a bit of a guiding principle for me. In fact, I chose that to be the quote that sits underneath my portrait on the wall to my right. And if you're a true Disney fan and you check out the portrait after, you'll see there's also a hidden Mickey in that picture as well. But the impossible has always intrigued me. That spirit of doing what others haven't and meeting unique challenges has continually been a motivating factor throughout my life. And whether that challenge was becoming mayor in my late 20s, creating Innovation Hills, the coolest Disney-inspired park in Michigan, becoming America's mayor and leading our nation's mayors through COVID, or attempting to win an election as a write-in candidate, challenging the impossible has always been my adrenaline rush. "It's fun to do the impossible," said Walt Disney, and he was mostly correct. He didn't say it would be easy or that you would always succeed, but in my experience, it's always been more fun. more fun than doing the ordinary or being satisfied with the status quo. And that's sort of what running a write-in campaign feels like at first. It feels impossible. How does a candidate win a majority of the votes when their name isn't on the ballot? And it's often second nature to just pick the only name you see. And even if you've been around Rochester Hills for a while, statistics say that on average, there's about an 18 to 20% turnover in a community every 4 years, and you combine that with the fact that 99% of people across the United States have never voted for a write-in candidate, you can quickly see how the process of educating voters and actually winning, by most standards, feels impossible. But thankfully, not here in Rochester Hills. Here, our city charter states that a candidate's name can only appear on the ballot twice. Yet our residents wanted the ability to always choose who represented them. And in 1995 voted in overwhelming fashion to allow additional terms if they felt the mayor or council persons were doing a great job. But if those in office wanted to continue to serve past 2 terms, they were going to make it a little harder. It was going to be tough. You'd have to run as a write-in candidate. It was carefully and wonderfully crafted compromise that has stood the test of time. You see, the beautiful way we are set up here is that the residents of Rochester Hills always have the final say. Always. And last week, the residents answered with thunderous clarity. They know the power they have in the city charter. They like the power they have in the city charter. And they said clearly that the power of the people should and never will be taken away from Rochester Hills voters, even if it's more difficult for them and for the candidates running. They've got this, and frankly, I agree. So last Tuesday on Election Day, over 11,000 people, 11,000, took the time to research the candidates and write down my name. Truly humbling. In fact, I had more votes cast for me in this election than any of the previous 5. Our team walked every precinct in every neighborhood, and we were fortunate to win every precinct and every neighborhood. And now in our 5 collective mayoral elections, our team, and I say team, has won over 97% of the precincts of the last 15 years. And with the victory last week, I was blessed to become the first person in modern-day American politics to win 3 write-in mayoral elections in a city with a strong mayor form of government, the first in American history. It truly is fun to do the impossible. You know, it's often said that success has many fathers, and it's true that our success had many supporters along the way. But I always start with where it always starts for me. I give all credit for every blessing in my life to my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, period. Without his provision, guidance, and blessing, none of this in my life would be possible. And the success we've had only comes from a massive community mobilization, and that's exactly what we enjoyed. We had an incredible team effort led by my campaign manager, Lynn Vitrano, a force of nature and a great friend. Thank you, Lynn, for all of your hard work, support, and friendship. I truly appreciate you. Thank you, Lynn. Our campaign was a community effort with hundreds of residents, friends, and supporters walking and talking through every neighborhood. We went to picnics, senior centers, backyard barbecues, universities, high schools, and anywhere else we needed to go to listen to ideas, gain feedback, and engage with our residents. I was overwhelmed by the response. Our residents truly love living here and are so proud of their decision to call Rochester Hills home. Our campaign was relentless. Some days I walked with close to 30 supporters and volunteers. Some days I walked alone, but we always moved forward. Unusual in modern-day politics, we had elected Democrats and elected Republicans working together. We had longtime residents and first-time voters, all proud of our record of accomplishment and motivated by a desire to keep Rochester Hills the preeminent place to live, work, and raise a family. To all the donors, volunteers, walkers, poll workers, prayer warriors, and encouragers, from the bottom of my heart, thank you. This would not be possible without all of you. I also want to congratulate the other candidates who were successful on Tuesday. To re-elected Council Members Blair and Theresa Mungioli, 2 great council members, 2 great friends. Congratulations, it has been a pleasure working with both of you, and I look forward to innovating and leading with you in the 4 years to come. And to newly elected members, Jason Carlock and Marvie Neubauer, congratulations and welcome. We're excited to have your voices added to our collective discussions and appreciate your willingness to serve our community. I also want to recognize my opponent in this last election, Ms. Ariane Paviani, and thank her for choosing to get involved. We spent some time together on Election Day, and I know she has a genuine desire to see our city succeed. I hope that she will stay involved, and if she is interested, I will absolutely find a way to help. You know, campaigns can be tough. They're exhausting, they're demanding, and they're very finite. There are great highs and challenging lows, and no one experiences those more than your closest friends and your family. And Team Barnett has always been about family. 4 generations, in fact, of my family who absolutely have each other's backs and worked tirelessly on this campaign. I could never adequately thank my family enough for the endless support and love they've given me, but I won't stop trying. Thank you, and I love you all tremendously. And next year, of course, Team Barnett will move to Orion Township and do it all over again. But this year, I want to mention something very special that occurred 17 years ago. When I swore my first oath in this room, Kenneth and Tristan stood with me. They were just 2 and 1. Tristan couldn't yet walk. This time, just 10 days before the election, Tristan turned 18. And for the first time in their lives, both my boys got to actually vote for their dad. And with admitted voter intimidation, as I stood over their shoulders, they both did. Kenneth and Tristan are both in college and aren't able to be here tonight, but they will always be my inspiration and the main reason I continue to be passionate about the community we're creating here. You see, I got into Rochester Hills politics as a 23-year-old recent college grad with an idea to help shape the community I lived in. Over the years, Corinne and I raised 2 boys through elementary, middle, high school, and now college. And to be honest, my focus hasn't changed much. I still strive to create a community where my kids want to raise their kids. A place that's safe, with good schools and great parks. A place that's diverse and innovative, where we both honor our history and make great plans for our future. I truly love this community, and I've dedicated the very best years of my life to hopefully positively influencing it in whatever small way I can. And from day one of the greatest blessings I've experienced has been the privilege of getting to work with some of the most amazing people in customer service. The team I am fortunate to lead here in Rochester Hills is the most acclaimed and awarded in local government anywhere in the state. And while they might make it look easy, it takes a huge team effort to create what we have all accomplished here, and our team members, many of them sitting in the back, deserve all of the credit. I want to single out my directors for their leadership and support, and of course, my mayor's office team of Pam, Lindsay, Nathan, and Jason for their unwavering loyalty over the years. I must also mention my chief of staff, Maria Willett, who, while not as funny as me and a terrible practical joker, is simply the most professional, driven, and passionate public servant I have ever met. Please join me in thanking the outstanding employees of the City of Rochester Hills for their innovative and passionate service to our residents. You know, friends, I remember after winning the election in 2019, people asked what I hoped to accomplish with another term after having served already for 13 years. And maybe the thought was, what was left to do? Were we just going to sit back and rest on what had already been accomplished? Well, for those of you that know me, know that that's just not how I am. I'm too competitive and driven to sit. In our last term, we developed Innovation Hills and created the playground and park voted the best in Southeast Michigan. We redesigned the Auburn Road corridor, taking an area of town that was in need of love. I made it safer for pedestrians, more attractive for investment, added a splash pad, and won the award for the coolest project in the state of Michigan. We successfully managed a global pandemic, kept in communication with leaders across the country, mobilized help to residents in need, always keeping the well-being of our residents at the heart of everything we do. And we came out of that with a lower vacancy rate in our commercial sectors, a lower unemployment rate among our residential population, and more money in our collective bank accounts. Think about that. We enjoyed unparalleled success in times of unparalleled crisis. And in our most recent citizen survey, 94% of our residents said our city's on the right track. Simply incredible. So what will the next term look like? To be honest, I don't know. But I do know this. President Woodrow Wilson once said, "The ear of the leader must ring with the voices of the people." And that's exactly how we will lead, by listening. We will continue to listen to our residents. We will follow their innovative lead and look for every opportunity to create connections for them with their community. I want this next term to be even more productive and more resident-centric than the last. And I remain passionate about this privilege to serve each of you every single day. And with the handwritten encouragement of 11,000 residents behind us, we will not slow, rest, or waver. I love my job, I love my team, and I'm absolutely committed to representing my constituents with honor and integrity. So thank you, Rochester Hills residents. Thank you for granting me the privilege once again to continue to serve you. With your support, we've shown that nothing is impossible in Rochester Hills. May God bless you, and may God continue to bless the city of Rochester Hills. Thank you.
Congratulations, Mayor Barnett. Next, I've had the privilege to work with David Blair on City Council over the past 4 years, and I have to say he is both a trusted colleague and a dear friend, and I'm excited that he's going to be returning to the dais for another term. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Councilman David Blair as he takes the oath of office.
Kids. Ben, take your coat off. There we go. Perfect. Smile, guys. Bring it in. Do one of these two. Can you tell who dressed him today?
It's my honor and privilege to give you your oath of office.
Come on over here.
Come on up.
There you go.
Ready? Raise your right hand. Repeat after me. I do solemnly swear
I do solemnly swear
that I will support and defend
that I will support and defend
the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of the State of
the
Michigan,
Constitution of the State of
and
Michigan,
the Charter of the City of Rochester Hills.
and the Charter of the City of Rochester Hills.
And I will faithfully perform
And I will faithfully perform
the duties of the office
the duties of the office
of City Council District 3.
of City Council District
2.
2
Sorry, 2. In and for the City of Rochester Hills,
in and for the City of Rochester Hills,
Oakland County,
Oakland County,
Michigan,
Michigan,
conducting myself in a manner
conducting myself in a manner
designed to maintain the integrity of my office
designed to maintain the integrity of my office
and the honor of the City of Rochester Hills,
and the honor of the City of Rochester Hills,
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my abilities.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Awesome. Congratulations.
Thanks.
You can go sit down. I did prepare a few remarks. I can't quite compete with the binder that Mayor Barnett brought, but as I took that oath, I was reminded of the incredible trust and confidence the residents of District 2 place in me. And it's an honor to be here. Having been reelected, it means the residents like the work that I'm doing, and that is really humbling. I want to take a moment to acknowledge my opponent, Nick Sehu. We actually exchanged some very cordial letters. Nick, it was no small endeavor to enter the political arena. You knew the odds, but your willingness to do so at your young age is really commendable. Your commitment to Rochester Hills is evident, and I look forward to working with you together in however we might, just in the best of the community. Today, Rochester Hills stands as a beacon of prosperity and progress. Our community's achievements are many, and in just my term, the one-of-a-kind Innovation Hills Park and the redevelopment of the Auburn Road corridor mentioned by Mayor Barnett are tremendous achievements, but the best is still yet to come. I'm thrilled to welcome 2 new council colleagues, Jason and Marvie. Look forward to working with you very much. Your fresh perspectives and passion will be invaluable as we work together to continue the city's legacy of excellence. To Susan and Dale, who are leaving council, your service and contributions have been instrumental and inspirational in the shaping of Rochester Hills into what it is today. And thank you for your service. A special congratulations to Mayor Barnett on winning an impressive write-in campaign. He told you all about it. Your victory is a testament to the faith our community has in your vision of leadership for the city. I value our friendship, and though we might not always agree, the respect and the trust we share for one another is worth mentioning because it's truly a great thing for the residents of District 2. Ben and Abby, look up from your Kindles while your dad's giving a speech. Could you? The iPads? Oh, sorry. You're my inspiration. Seeing the wonder in your eyes as you explore Innovation Hills and how much you love going to school at Brewster is the reason I do what I do every day for the city. And I promise I'm going to do everything I can to make sure that the city of Rochester Hills that you inherit is even cooler than it is right now. And also a nod to Lynn Vetrano, my behind-the-scenes campaign manager. It's like the secret ingredient of a great recipe. You don't always see it, but it's definitely there in every bite. So I appreciate all your effort as well. State Representative Tisdale, who was the first city employee I met when I moved into the Rochester Hills Chichester subdivision 15 years ago. He was a mentor through this process, getting me elected the first time, and I'll always appreciate that, Mark. I'll be behind you no matter where your career in politics takes you, because you were there for me, and it means so much. I appreciate it. There will always be challenges, like deer, but I have no doubt that together this team will continue to make Rochester Hills not just the greatest city, one of the greatest cities in the entire country, but to keep it the preeminent place to live, work, and raise your family. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Jason Carlock will be new to the dais, but he is not new to serving our community. He has served as the president of his HOA and on our Public Safety Infrastructure Technical Review Committee, and I know that he's going to be an excellent addition to our team on council. Ladies and gentlemen, will you please welcome Jason Carlock as he takes the oath of office.
I do solemnly swear
that I will support and defend
that I will support and defend
the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of the State of Michigan,
the Constitution of the State of Michigan,
and the Charter of the City of Rochester Hills.
and the Charter of the City of Rochester Hills,
And I will faithfully perform
and I will faithfully perform
the duties of the office
the duties of the office
of City Council District 3
of City Council District 3
in and for the City of Rochester Hills,
in and for the City of Rochester Hills,
Oakland County, Michigan,
Oakland County, Michigan,
conducting myself in a manner designed to maintain the integrity of my office
designed to maintain the integrity of my office
and the honor of the City of Rochester Hills,
and the honor of the City of Rochester Hills,
according to the best of my abilities,
according to the best of my abilities,
so help me God.
so help me God.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you, Leanne. So I was told to put together some short remarks. They will be short. I do love a good story, and the story that the mayor, city council, city employees, and everyone involved has been writing for the city of Rochester Hills for the last decade that I've lived here has for sure been a good one. First things, I want to thank my girlfriend, Jessica. Thank you for being there for me when I said that this was something I wanted to do and for encouraging me to do it. Representative Tisdale, Mr. Mayor, current city council members, former city council members, friends, fellow residents, and to all the voters that took the time to go exercise your constitutional rights and vote. Thank you for putting your trust in me. I stand before you today with deep gratitude and humility as the newly elected city council member for our remarkable community of Rochester Hills. As I take up the role in the coming weeks, I realize I have some exceptionally big shoes to fill. The work Dr. Boyer as the District 3 representative, as well as the rest of City Council have accomplished in the last 8 years is incredible. New parks, additional green space, trails and pathway updates, in addition to keeping the city running smoothly, are all things that benefit us, the residents of Rochester Hills. I look forward to being part of a group so dedicated to the safety, well-being, and growth of our community. I'm honored to be selected to serve as a member of the Rochester Hills City Council, and I eagerly anticipate the journey ahead as we work together to continue to build a better future for our city. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Theresa Mungioli has been reelected to another four-year term on City Council, but her service to the city goes back to, honestly, I was probably in grade school when your service, if we're being honest, but it's true. And we are so pleased to welcome her back to the dais. Ladies and gentlemen, please let's give a warm welcome to Theresa Mungioli as she has administered the oath of office.
Over here, come on. Yes.
In the picture.
Yes, you're in the picture. I don't have to hold a Bible or anything like that, so come on closer.
Closer. I thought this was your day.
Wouldn't be possible without you.
Yes, it would have.
All right, now you can go sit down.
Oh. Stay up here.
Oh, that's right. Yes, you can stay here. No, stay.
Well, you got to raise your hand.
I do. So.
We said that already.
That's great.
44 years ago.
Yes, I do.
It is my honor and privilege to once again give you your oath of office. I do solemnly swear
I do solemnly swear
that I will support and defend
that I will support and defend
the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of the State of
the
Michigan,
Constitution of the State of Michigan,
and the Charter of the City of Rochester Hills.
and the Charter of the City of Rochester Hills.
And I will faithfully perform
And I will faithfully perform
the duties of the office,
the duties of the office,
City Council at large,
City Council at large,
in and for the City of Rochester Hills,
in and for the City of Rochester Hills,
Oakland County, Michigan,
Oakland County, Michigan,
conducting myself in a manner
conducting myself in a manner
designed to maintain the integrity of my office
designed to maintain the integrity of my office
and the honor of the City of Rochester Hills,
and the honor of the City of Rochester Hills,
according to the best of my abilities,
according to the best of my abilities.
so help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
Thank you. So I joked with Leanne that I was going to try and keep my remarks to under 20 minutes and maybe get only 2 pages. I did get up to 3, but they're 14 font and double spaced, so not so bad. Hope for the best, prepare for the worst, expect nothing, and savor everything. Sounds like a political campaign advice, sorry, Anthony. But tonight I am savoring this moment and this election outcome and sharing my gratitude with all the people who made this evening possible. I want to thank God for the life that He has blessed me with, for the opportunities and strength He has given me, and to make sure that I make the most of those. To my husband, Vince, 44 years. So yes, it was probably elementary school when I first. Thank you for being my rock, my supporter, and being by my side all of these years, especially the political events. This has been an incredible journey with ups and downs and more good times than bad. And then I have many that I could describe, but I could not have done it without you. I love you and thank you. To Anthony and Josh, thank you for helping to take my words and make them into campaign literature that could be understood by our community, a message that would resonate with them, and obviously the election results are a result of the work that you have done for me, so thank you very much. For Jim, Lisa, Tony, Shelley, Werner, Chuck, and Chris, your friendship and your support is greatly appreciated. Thank you for all your help and for your constructive dialogue on the issues. Congratulations to our new City Council members, Marvie and Jason, and returning Council members David Blair and Mayor Barnett. To Susan Boyer and Dale Hetrick, thank you for your service. This plant is really big, but we will miss you even bigger than that plant. Your passion for our community is well known by all who've watched you serve for the last 8 years. One of the questions I got during the campaign was, why bother campaigning when you're running unopposed? And my response is this: I believe in being accountable to Rochester Hills. I need to understand the issues, answer the questions for the residents, and be able to explain where I stand to the community. When I first started in politics over 32 years ago, so yes, Ryan, it was a long time ago, I believe then, as I do now, in being accountable to the people that I represent. Many of you have heard me say that this is not the city of Theresa Mungioli, but it is the city of the residents and our businesses. And as an elected leader, I strive to be both responsible and responsive to the community. When I was on the Rochester School Board, I carried a quote with me to every meeting. True character is revealed when face to face with adversity. Being accountable to the residents we serve can be challenging. It means asking questions and at times voting no, when it would be a lot easier to just vote yes. Today, this quote is framed in my office to remind me of who I am, what I believe in, and the challenges and opportunities that brought me to this point today. 5 months after my election in 2019, the pandemic turned our world upside down and taught me how resilient our community is, that our staff is truly innovative by nature in finding ways of keeping our city open and running in a time when the rest of the world was shut down. And we also found out how much our community loves our parks. During the past 4 years, I have also learned much about our beautiful city, the priorities of our residents, a complex budget process, and the dedicated team we have working for the city. I also learned to pick my battles, count to 4, and that teamwork involves healthy debate without fear of retribution. For the next 4 years, there will still be questions, sorry, administration, there will still be questions, and a no vote when justified. I will continue to look for opportunities to involve our residents in committees and in the decision-making process, and maintain my focus on accountability and transparency to the community. As I pledged 4 years ago, I will still be your voice on City Council. Please reach out to me with your ideas, concerns, and questions, and I'll be more than happy to help you as we continue to make Rochester Hills a great place. To the city team, thank you for the answers that you have provided and the data that I am looking for to enable me to be accountable to the community. I appreciate your expertise, the detailed explanations, and most of all, your indulgence in my need to understand the opportunities and challenges that face our city. Special thanks to Leanne Scott and her team in the clerk's office for executing all of these brand new election laws and executing a fabulous, flawless election service. Also, I want to thank all of the people that today made this ceremony possible, including our newest staff member, Erin. So thank you very much. For the council and mayor, I look forward to working with you for the next 4 years and in continuing to keep Rochester Hills a great city to live, work, and play, and be our home. For the community, thank you for your continued support. While I ran unopposed, I had the highest vote total of any elected local official in recent city elections. I take this as a mandate, and I pledge to live up to the trust that you placed in me through your vote. Again, thank you, and I look forward to serving you for the next 4 years.
Ladies and gentlemen, Marvie Neubauer is new to City Council, but she's a very familiar face, having served on our Planning Commission for the last couple of years. I've also had the privilege of knowing her in the courtroom, and I didn't script this remark, so I'm already in trouble, so I might as well just go with it. But Marvie has the distinction of being the only lawyer that I know to have argued and successfully won a motion for summary disposition while suffering from COVID-19, while we were on Zoom. And I absolutely know that she will be as zealous of an advocate for the residents of Rochester Hills as much as she does her clients. So ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Marvie Neubauer as she takes the oath of office.
Come on, Gracie. Come on, Mommy. No, Monkey. No, you gotta come closer.
There you go.
Cheese, say cheese, Mary. Thank you. Yes, Baba, Mama. Oh, I don't. Where, Michael, come on here. Yeah, we're just gonna. Thank you. Yes.
I do solemnly swear
I do solemnly swear
that I will support and defend
that I will support and defend
the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of the State of Michigan,
the Constitution of the State of Michigan,
and the Charter of the City of Rochester Hills,
and the Charter of the City of Rochester Hills,
and that I will faithfully perform
the office of
City Council Member at Large
City Council Member at Large
in and for the City of Rochester Hills,
in and for the City of Rochester Hills,
Oakland County, Michigan,
Oakland County, Michigan,
conducting myself
conducting myself
in a manner designed
in a manner designed
to maintain the integrity of my office
to maintain the integrity of my office
and the honor of the City of Rochester Hills,
and the honor of the City of Rochester Hills,
according to the best of my ability,
according to the best of my ability,
so help me God.
so help me God.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you. I love you too, Papa. I need the glasses because my kids remind me on a regular basis that I was born in the 1900s. Okay. I want to begin by thanking my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, because like the Bible says in Colossians 1:16, for by him all things were created, things in heaven and earth, visible and invisible, were thrones and powers or rulers or authorities. All things were created by him and for him. That is a truth not lost on me, and I will daily hold that truth in my heart as I serve the City of Rochester Hills. I'd also like to thank my wonderful husband, Cliff. He's my steady rock, a calm in every storm, and a support to me when I need it, when I want it, and when I don't want it. He's also been forced into 6th and 8th grade math and Spanish while I've been out late in meetings with the citizens and attending events in the past few years, and also while serving on the Planning Commission and introducing myself to our residents. I want to thank my sons, Danny and Nico, who had to endure their daddy teaching them math and other subjects while I was not home. But I'm not sure if you ask the boys who's worse with studying. I don't think I want to know the answer. But in all seriousness, the 3 men that I live with, and I am honored to call mine, are my everything. And it's for them and my family that I'm standing here ready to work for the City of Rochester Hills. With the city departments and with our mayor to continue the great work that the City of Rochester Hills has been for the entirety of the time that I've called it my home. I love you, Cliff. I love you, Danny, and I love you, Nico, very much. You're my heart, my everything. My parents are also here. It was one of my proudest moments in my life watching my parents cast their vote for me on Election Day. Having my mama and my baba standing next to each of my sons in a voting booth is a visual I will never forget, and I am eternally grateful for. My parents sacrificed their whole life for me and my brother. When we were kids and in a new country, they started from scratch. And when I say scratch, I mean they started with nothing. They sacrificed the life that they had in Egypt for opportunity and freedom here. I'm thankful that they stressed a love for God, for family and country. And it's with those values that have culminated today that their oldest child and their favorite child is taking this oath to serve the city. I love you both more than I could ever say. And even when I don't think I could love you more, I do. My brother and his family are also here. Mikey, you are so strong and so dedicated to your family, and I am so proud of you. Thank you for supporting me during this campaign and everything that I do. I hope I make you proud and that I'm the big sister that you want. Danny, Nico, Hannah, Grace, and baby Mary, you are the next generation. Do good and be good. Honor God in everything you do, and you can do great things too. I love you all, and I'm very proud of you. I want to thank Mayor Barnett, his family, Ryan Deal and his family, the clerk's office, my colleagues on city council, both former and present, and my family on planning commission. We really are a family. You've been so great at teaching me, guiding me, giving me advice, and listening to me when I come to you. You're great colleagues, you're an asset to the city, and you're great friends. I cannot tell you how honored I am to know you, to work with you, and to call you my friends and my family. We are all friends and family in the City of Rochester Hills, and I will serve you that way. I take this role very seriously, and I'm very humbled to serve you as your new city councilwoman. Thank you all for your support.
Well, that brings us fairly much to the conclusion of the evening, there being for no further business in front of the city. No, I'm just kidding. I wanted to just take a moment to thank Clerk of the Year, Clerk Scott, for administering the oaths of office this evening. Really and truly, you're the best hire I've ever made. Congratulations to David Blair and Theresa Mungioli and Mayor Barnett on your re-elections to City Council. And I'd like to extend a warm welcome to Marvie Neubauer and Jason Carlock, who will be joining us. And also, I want to thank my friend and mentor, State Representative Mark Tisdall, for being here this evening and sharing this event with us. And to Dr. Susan Boyer and Dale Hetrick, I guess citizen Dr. Susan Boyer and Dale Hetrick, I want to wish you a fond farewell. I will miss you. I will miss you on the dais every other week, and I'll miss being able to pick up the phone and call both of you, you know, with different council questions and trying to rally the votes together and rally the troops together. But you will be sorely missed. And now for the best part of the evening, usually with one that involves refreshments and cupcakes. The Rochester Adams High School Brass Ensemble will play us out. When the Youth Council excuses your row, please join us upstairs for refreshments and friendship. Thank you all and have a wonderful evening.